Welcome back, Heroclix fans. Today I have a pretty cool unboxing video for you today. I got my hands on some foil packs of Man of Steel. I went to my Target and I just looked over in the area where they have the Heroclix, and sure enough they had Iron Man 3 and then they had Man of Steel. I already have a decent amount of the Iron Man 3 figures. Yes, I don't have some of the Target exclusive figures, but with the Man of Steel set, I figured, hey, I better pick some up here. My local comic shop doesn't have any yet, so I figured, hey, might as well grab some if I can. I don't know if there's any difference from the Target boosters from the comic shop boosters, so I'm not really sure. We will find out. If you can't wait for Man of Steel, thumbs up this video and please subscribe. All right, let's get started. All right, we have a regular soldier here, 50 points, PD. All right, we have a Kryptonian Rebel, 50 points as well. All right, nothing fancy, no TA on this one. All right, Colonel Hardy, PD 60 points, so a lot of PD characters in this set. This one is 13. The Rebel is 4, and the Soldier is 8. Continue. Another Colonel Hardy. Looks like we have a different figure here. And Lois Lane, 39 points, no TA. Another Soldier. Alright, our final booster. Let's see if we get something special. And we have General Zod. That's pretty cool, right? I'm excited about that. I didn't pull any Superman, but this one is pretty cool. No TA, 225 points or 125 points. This is number 3, so I don't think it's going to be a super hard figure to pull. But yeah, not too bad, kind of cool. Alright, so we're going to do a rundown of these figures, show you the powers, and I'll give you a little bit of a review on them. So we have the Soldier keyword, 50 points, PD, not too bad. He's got a special move power, strength in numbers. After Soldier resolves a move action and is adjacent to a friendly character named Soldier, he may be given a close or range combat action as a free action. Because I have 2 soldiers, it's kind of cool. So you move one up, not really going to do anything. You move the second one up, now his power activates, and then he can make a ranged attack. So that's pretty cool. So one soldier by itself is not going to be all that great, but if you have multiples, then you know it's kind of cool. And for 50 points, you have PD as well. So I can see it pretty good. And now the next figure I have here is Colonel Hardy, which kind of plays into it pretty well as well. His Soldier keyword, 60 points with the PDTA. He also has a special move power, planning ahead. Friendly characters with lower point values and the Soldier keyword within 8 squares can use willpower. Give Colonel Hardy a power action. Adjacent characters named Superman can use willpower this turn. That is really, really cool because the soldiers played with him work really well because they're lower points. He can use the mastermind on them. He also has TK for 60 points with leadership. That's really awesome. I don't know if I would say he's the greatest figure ever, but it's not too bad. The fact that he can give Superman willpower if they're adjacent is really, really cool. Obviously, you have to give him a power action, but that's something that you want to consider, and that's actually kind of good. I know there's a lot of Superman out there that have Indom, but, you know, for Superman out there that do not have Indom, played with him, paired up, you know, can actually give him some good worth, you know, so that's pretty good. And then he also can give soldiers willpower as well. So that's pretty good if you're going to play a soldier theme team with lower points. Then we have Kryptonian Rebel. It's got a trait. When Kryptonian Rebel targets a character with Kryptonian keyword and higher point value with an attack, he can use willpower and modify his attack by +1 this turn. So that's not too bad. He's, I would just say, an overall just randomly basic figure, nothing special, but you know, if you're gonna play a filler with Kryptonians, maybe that'll, you know, work out. In this set, he'll have a little bit of a bump just because there's gonna be a lot of Kryptonians, But for the most part, nothing too special. Lois Lane, Metropolis and Reporter, 39 points. This is probably my second favorite figure from this lot. She's actually pretty decent for what she does. She has Leap Climb, Super Senses, Indom, and a special damage power. Noisy Reporter. Lois Lane can use Outwit. When she does, she ignores characters for line of fire purposes. Now that is really, really good. With the new rules, because she has 0 range, her standard would just be 6 range for her Outwit. But that is actually not too bad for the fact she's 39 points and she has Super Senses, Leap Climb, and Indom. You can get her in, get the Outwit, and then next turn you can try to run her away. And if they want to shoot her, you know, they have to deal with Super Senses, and she's really only 39 points. So I see a good use of Outwit there. And then we have General Zod. This is the guy that we're probably like, oh, well, let's see about this guy. How good is he? I think he's probably my favorite out of the lot here. I'm not a huge fan of playing expensive figures, but this one's not too bad, really. Lois Lane is probably more the type of figure that I like to play, but she has only one purpose, and that's Outwit. And Outwit's not nearly as powerful as it used to be, but it's still really powerful when you're playing against the right figures. But let's cover General Zod. Brute Kryptonian Soldier. You can play him at 225 points or 125 points. So he has a trait. If General Zod is played at 125, he is KO'd when he crosses the red KO line. If General Zod is played at 225, he is not KO'd when he crosses the red KO line. Instead, stop turning the dial. He becomes a flyer and Indom. So that is actually pretty powerful. And then we also have some more special powers that I want to cover. All my training, all his power. General Zod can use Quake and Super Strength. When he does, after the action resolves, you may place him next to a figure that was knocked back and make a close combat attack as a free action. That's actually not too bad if it all works out for you, especially the special part about it with the knockback and make a close combat attack for free, but you have to have someone knocked back. But the fact that he has Quake and Super Strength, he starts off with his special defense power, and it is Fanatical Followers. General Zod can use Mastermind. When he does, he may deal damage to any friendly character with a lower point value within 3 squares in line of fire. If you do, place that character adjacent to General Zod. So that's actually kind of interesting. You have a character within 3, you're going to give him Mastermind damage. You basically bring that character next to you and then give him damage. So that's actually kind of interesting. But it works to keep him alive. Then he also has a special damage power, Battlefield Commander. General Zod can use Leadership. When he does, and may remove an action token from a adjacent character, he may instead modify that character's attack and damage by +1. See, you have options here. You can take a token off, that's great. Or you can decide not to take a token off, or if there's no one that needs a token off, you can give that character +1 to attack and damage. So that's really huge. That's actually a really nice power, and it's in effect at the 125 mark too. So that is huge. Before we finish this video, this is the KO line for General Zod. So if you play him at 225, this is the stop click. It actually is pretty interesting. We have charge, we have that super strength with Quake, and then also the knockback. You can make a free combat, close combat attack. That's kind of cool. But he's got Battle Fury, so you can't make ranged attacks. But he has 18 impervious with a 12 attack, 5 damage. So that is quite nasty for 225. And then he would gain Indom and would have the flight. He has no TA, so it's kind of interesting. Hopefully you enjoyed this short unboxing, not too short, a lot of explaining. And please subscribe, please comment, tell me what you guys think about this. And if you haven't checked out glasscabinet.hobbies.com for all your Heroclix needs, check it out. We are slowly growing, and thank you guys for all your support. Have a good day, guys, and see ya.